And what is up, everybody? Okay, last time I did the whole thing with the hat, obviously, I was talking about the Man with the Iron Fist and that they were coming out with Man with the Iron Fist 2. So, come to find out that apparently they had a leaked copy of it put out online. So, well, it's supposed to come out April 14th. And so, as a good critic, I managed to get the goods, the information before that, because it's my job to make sure that you guys know whether or not to even bother spending your money. And okay, so basically where this story leaves off, if you've seen the first one, where this story leaves off is that obviously Thaddeus, and for those of you who haven't seen the first one, obviously spoiler alert. So, Thaddeus, the blacksmith, RZA, after having left Jungle Village and after, majority of the people that he had come to know and love are dead, he's going to, basically try to go back to the Shaolin Temple. But what winds up happening is the few surviving members of the Lion Clan try killing him. In return, he kills them, but he is wounded pretty badly and is left floating down a river. Ironically, the river leads to this village, this poor mining village that is being overrun by the Beetle Clan. I was under the impression that after leaving Jungle Village, you're gonna leave the whole animal theme, but I was wrong. And Dustin Nguyen's character, I forget his name, is basically the leader of the miners, and he's basically just biding his time, and for the sole purpose of just keeping peace, trying to stay patient. Problem is, too many of their girls wind up dead. Miners wind up dead as well, and of course they're being oppressed by the Beetle Clan, which doesn't make things easy. When Thaddeus shows up at this point, Dustin Nguyen is trying to basically raise rebellion, but Thaddeus is a little reluctant at first because after everything that happened in Jungle Village, he's trying to find peace, and you can't find peace making a bunch of weapons having to kill. And once again, this movie shows RZA's inexperience as a storyteller. There were so many. It wasn't very original. Not original at all. Now it had some okay fight sequence. Okay fight sequences. The cinematography, obviously you could tell there was a lack of a budget. But the story itself borrowed from Ip Man and Mortal Kombat and even Rambo. It just wasn't a very original story, and it was cute. It was almost, I want to say, inspiring, but like I said, it wasn't original. It's definitely worth the $1 rent at Redbox. But at the same time, you would watch it. You may or may not enjoy it, but after watching it the first time, you're probably never gonna want to see it again. Most probably. The fact that I mentioned Mortal Kombat, there's even a point where they go Shang Tsung on you, and it's ironic seeing as how Shang Tsung is in the movie. Obviously that there's a bit of a twist ending, and I'm not gonna basically ruin anything else for you. But for the most part, like I said, it shows RZA's inexperience as a storyteller. Um, it was almost painfully obvious. Like I said, it wasn't an original story. It almost felt like I want to say Prince of Persia. Okay, Disney's Prince of Persia. As good a movie as that was, as great portrayal as Jake Gyllenhaal did. Um, do keep in mind, everybody who like, I don't know anybody who watched the movie and felt like, who didn't feel like, wow, I feel as if I've seen this before. You know, it just, just so many things were not. So many things were not original. You could just feel like you knew where the story was going, more or less. And like I said, it's RZA's inexperience as a storyteller. Unfortunately, he's just getting started. He's still under the delusion that he's a martial artist. Again, nothing he's done. I mean, you've probably seen the sneak peeks and the previews of it. Nothing he does, wows you to make you, to make you think otherwise. And I want to say the last fight leaves you with Kill Bill Volume 2 climax. Let's just put it like that. I'm referring to how, well, just like that, the fight started and it's almost over. It was a little bit longer than that fight, but at the same time, it was very, very anticlimactic. But like I said, cute story, borderline inspirational, definitely worth the $1 at Redbox. If you've got Netflix, chances are it's going to go to Netflix. So you're already paying $8 a month, so watch it for free. Blockbuster, like, for any, if there's still Blockbuster videos open, because I know there was one in LA a few years ago. I don't know if they're still open. Hollywood Video, if you guys are still alive. Like, I don't know. It was, yeah, see, everybody just, more or less go see for yourself. I try my best to be honest when it comes to stuff like this, because as a geek, I feel, it is my duty, and as a former aspiring filmmaker, as a geek, aspiring actor, stuff like this, especially a martial artist, it is my duty to basically recommend what to and what not to waste your money on. I also do the MMA reviews, and as well as certain posts that are done. So it's very important to me to make sure that you guys know exactly what you guys are in for. And as far as this movie, like I said, it's worth the $1 rental at Redbox. Nothing against RZA as a storyteller, but he is very inexperienced. He is learning the tools of the trade, but he hasn't quite learned everything. I'm done talking. You guys have a good night.